not going to be able to do any one-on-one interviews this evening. We just wanted to give you the opportunity to ask any questions you have now at the press conference, and then he's going to go do some token control, do some warm down, eat some dinner, and go to sleep because he's flying home tomorrow. So if you have questions, we'll allow you 2 questions before we then rotate to someone else.
Just one question. Ryan, could you comment on your overall performance this week, please?
It was decent. I mean, I got a couple world records, so that was definitely an honor. Just being a part of Team USA means everything. Representing your country, and I was glad that I was able to step up for my team, and put on a show for everybody. I had a lot of fun this meet. This is probably one of the first meets that we were able to go sightseeing. So we got to see the city and everything. So I mean, it was a lot of fun. And my overall performance, I thought I always feel like I could do better, no matter what. I could get all goals, all world records, and I still feel like I could go faster. That's just my mentality. And I'm going to go back home and start training and get ready for Barcelona.
2 questions after all.
Do you ever take a break? Because it seems you're training all the time.
Actually, after the Olympics this past summer, I took about 2.5 months off, completely not doing anything, not working out, not doing dry land activities, not in the pool, nothing. And that was the longest break I've ever taken since I was 8 years old, since I first started swimming. So it definitely was relaxing to not do anything for that period of time. But my biggest goal is Rio, and I knew if I want any shot of doing what I know I'm capable of doing in Rio, I knew I had to get back in the water as soon as possible.
Ryan, I think it will be interesting for all swimmers. How can you swim on a top level twice in half an hour? That's the first question. First question, and second question, are you tired?
Well, I'll answer your second one because that's the easy one. I'm extremely tired. I swam a bunch of races this meet, but you know what? That's what I train for. I train to do multiple events because I like a challenge. And I'm not secluding myself to just one event. I like doing everything, and that's what's fun to me in the sport of swimming, and that's what keeps me going because, I mean, you gotta have fun in this sport. And for me, getting up on the blocks and racing multiple events, that's fun. So that's what I train for. I train for pretty much everything. So, and I train really hard. I push my body to limits where other athletes are afraid to go to. And I think that's why I'm able to step up at a world championship level and compete in one event, and then 10 minutes later compete in another event at the world championship level. So, I mean, it's fun.
Okay.
Hi Ryan, you spent so long in the Olympics talking to people who are always happy to sign autographs, sign autograph tables, and so on. Am I right to think when you were a child, did somebody not want to sign an autograph for you? And what were the circumstances of that, and how has it led you to be where you are?
Well, I remember it really vividly. I was one of those kids looking up to the superstar, looking up to the Olympian and being like, wow, this guy's like a hero to me. And I'm not going to mention his name, but I asked for an autograph. And he was by himself, he wasn't doing anything, he was riding in an elevator, and he said no. And when I was at that age, I was 8 years old, I was crushed. I was like, this is my hero, and he said no, he's not doing anything, he wasn't like concentrating for anything, he was just in the elevator. And he said no. When I got back up to my room in the hotel, I went to my parents and said, they were like, did you get it, did you get it? And I was like, no. He said no. And I looked at my parents and I said, if I ever get in that position, I'll never do that. And I kind of stuck with it. And, every time I sign an autograph or take a picture with someone, it's honestly like the first time I'm ever doing it. I'm like, do you really want my autograph? Like, why do you want my picture? And it's fun. I love it. And the fans are amazing. They've gotten me to where I am right now. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
So you do have an electric presence, you have a very powerful presence with with the kids and with people of all ages. I mean, would you be sort of interested in being quite an official ambassador for the sport? Because you are the person who people are really attracted to.
I guess it's too early to decide that, but I do love kids. I mean, I love everyone, and I'm, I guess, a friendly guy. I can relate to kids a lot easier because, I'm a big kid. And it's fun. I see that joy and excitement that they bring. And they bring that out of me too, as well. And, being an ambassador of swimming, I think that'd be a really neat experience. But first I gotta swim, and then we'll decide.
A year ago, in the countdown to the Christmas holidays, there were like 11 tough as nails workouts. Does Greg have anything planned for you when you get back?
When I get back, I know I'm going straight into Christmas training. And Christmas training for where I train is probably the hardest. I want to say it's the hardest in the world because the amount of yardage and the sets that we do is just painful. I would swim all those events that I just swam in one day, then going back and swimming practice in Christmas training. But it's worth it. Beating your body up for that period of time in those practices, it's definitely worth it towards the end.
Since it's the holiday season, what do you have to be thankful for?
I have to be thankful, first and foremost, my family. They've been there through thick and thin. They've supported me. They're my biggest supporters. They're my biggest fans. And I love them to death. And Christmas time is my favorite holiday because it's the time where my whole entire family gets together. And we don't do anything. We just hang out. And that to me is everything. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I have to be thankful for my fans. They've given me so much love, especially this meet. It's just amazing. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, is there one more question? Okay. Are you a member of the media?
Yes.
You are?
Do you think that you are the best swimmer of the world?
No, I don't. I don't think I'm the best swimmer. I think there's still more improvement for me to do. And I don't really label myself as anything. And I don't think I ever will. I'll leave that to you guys in the media to decide who's the best. But for me, I'm just having fun. I'm just stepping up on the blocks, racing, and trying to do my best for my country.
We'll go with these two very quick ones.
Yeah. Is it easy for you to give to present your medal to someone like you did? How many medals you give to someone?
I honestly don't know how many medals I won this meet, but I gave them all away.
What do you feel?
I felt really good about it because, like I said, fans are everything, and they've supported me through thick and thin, and I wanted to give back to them. And putting a medal around a little kid's neck, whether it's gold, silver, or bronze, and seeing that glow, seeing that big smile to their face, I made their day, I probably made their year, even their life, and to me, that means everything.
Thank you very much.
Liz, last question.
Right. Is it that you were auctioning yourself off for victims of broken Sandy to raise money?
Do what?
To raise money for the Hurricane Sandy?
Yes. Yes, I did auction myself. Well, not myself, but I auctioned like a swim lesson. They could either swim with me, or I can teach them how to swim.
How much do you bring in?
I have no idea.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to ask everyone to excuse us, except for